Hey, Brian Happy here. This is the Portable Pro Buskers Table unboxing video. So you're going to get a box like this, only with tape on it, in the mail. And what I'm going to show you is the 5-inch case. Everything is exactly the same for the 4-inch case, just an inch thinner. Okay? On top, unless you opened the bottom, is the tripod stand. So that's in a little black case. You can hold on to that. It's very important. And I'll open up the little black carrying case and see that inside you have a black tripod stand. Okay? So for now I'm not going to expand the legs, but in order to expand the legs, just so you know what to do, there's little clips. Flip a clip open and you can expand the leg. There's 2 of those, so you can flip open both clips. And you can make this thing go, I believe, 66 inches tall. Not quite sure why you would do that, but you can. You can make it go very tall. Okay, so you could put it on the floor and operate it from the stage. But anyway, so they go very high. So there's the stand. And then next, you're either going to have the box that has the case or the top, depending on how it was packed in there for you. Here is the plate that is the top. Okay. Now, underneath this top, you're going to see that there is a screw-in piece right here, welded to the bottom. There are also 2 straps, and the straps are currently up over top of the plate. You can take them and you can undo them and let them hang underneath like that. So, that is going to go on top of the stand, and you can attach it like this, okay? Now, if you get a little bit of wobble, which this one is nice and solid. If you get a little bit of wobble, you'll see that underneath there is a screw here that you can actually tighten, okay? You can tighten that down. Now, if you loosen that up, on the opposite side, there is a knob that you could use to raise the stand up higher. But in all honesty, that's really not necessary because the legs go out so far. And if you use that to raise it, it just makes it a little wobbly. So better off not to use it. All right, the next part is the box, the cardboard box that contains the case itself. So you're going to open that up. Be very cautious in doing so if you're using a knife like I am, that you don't cut through the box and cut your case. Alright, so inside there is the case, which is also inside some bubble wrap. So we'll take the bubble wrap off, and now you've got your beautiful Portable Pro Buskers case, all right? So this has the velvet performing surface on the top. Underneath, you're going to find these in the corners are these little black feet. Those are magnets so that it sticks on top of the stand on top of the table. So if I were to take it right now at this point and put it down on top of the table, it's going to hold there very tightly, okay? Not enough that you could just walk away with it like this, but it's pretty darn close, okay? So those hold very nicely. But we don't need to put it down yet because inside the case are a couple more parts that you need. So, in order to get it off of the stand, the easiest thing that I have found to do is slide it forward a little bit so that the front legs come off, and then you can pick it up and take it away. Make sure that you have the case locked when you do that. I've done that a couple of times where I have the case open and pick it up to take it away. There goes all my stuff. All right, you have dial locks on the front of the case. They're set to 0s, and there's red pieces inside there holding them as such, okay? So that they don't turn and reset the combinations. But what you do is you can pull one of those red things out, okay? And in order to reset these, is you push it in further, okay? Now pulling it back, if it's locked, pulling it back will release the lock. So pushing it in just a little bit further, you can do this when it's open, pushing it a little bit further, and then adjusting it. So I can make my numbers 4, 4, 4. Now, that is the combination, okay? Push it in a little bit further, and that is exactly how you adjust the locks to change the combination. A neat note, it's a little subtle that that's what you're doing in order to change the combination. So you can play a cool trick on kids, and you can have your case locked, and you can say, you know, this one over here, you know, you can say this one over here to a kid, give me a 3-digit number, any 3-digit number, and say they say 1, 2, 3, and you go, okay, watch this. I go to 1, 2, 3, and you're not going to believe it, but look, that's my combination. Go ahead and try it. Let them try it. Anything else that they try will not open the case except for the combination that they just gave you of 1, 2, 3. Now don't forget that you did that and have to call the kid and ask him what number it was so you can get in your case. All right, so anyway, speaking of which, I'm setting these back to 0, 0, 0 so I don't get a call from the person who gets this one. There we go. All right, so it is very subtle. You're just pushing across it. It only moves a tiny bit in order to change the combination. All right, so that's the combination locks. Now, like I said, I wasn't quite ready to put it down on the tabletop because there's some stuff inside the case that I want to get to first. And inside the case is the cloth for the tabletop and the Cervanta, which there is a separate video on how to set up the Cervanta. I will put the instructions or the link to that video right down here for the rest of the video, so you can click on that at any point and learn how to set up the Cervanta. All right, now here the first one is the big one. All right, there's a nice velvet cloth that can go over top of the tabletop, just like this. Okay. And then there's the Cervanta and the 2 little black poles, 2 little black rods. Those are going to be with the Cervanta. Okay, so we're Servant, we're pocket. You'll understand that from the other video. There's 2 extra straps. That is simply for if you break the straps that are underneath your case. So hold on to those, all right? And then you have the inside of your Portable Pro Buskers table. Now, these pockets are designed to be specifically sized for playing cards, and then you've got a couple of Velcro pockets, and a little bit larger one, a couple other pockets here. These are nice side for Sharpie markers. The top and the bottom here are great for magic wands, okay, but obviously anything that you want to put in there. And then the bottom, inside the bottom, is all pick and pluck foam. That means that when you pull on one of these little squares, you can pull them out individually, okay? So it's very easy to form the shape exactly the way that you want. This will be my demo model now. Nobody's getting this one. Okay, so anyway, this will be exactly the shape that you want it to be to put your stuff in, okay? So you can pick that out, be cautious, and decide, plan it out how you want it to be. Now, the case goes on top of the table. The magnetic feet hold it so that it doesn't get knocked over. This will loosen up a little bit over time, okay? So expect that over a little bit of time it's going to open a little bit further. All right. When you're done and you are ready to walk away after your job, you can leave it just like it is. If you have a Cervanta hanging in the back, you can fold it and walk away with it as just, you know, right there as well. Here's what you do. Reach underneath, grab that first strap on this side, and bring the strap up over top of the case. Just like this. It's a little bit easier to do when you're standing next to it, but I'm trying to let you see what I'm doing. All right? Second one. Right up over top of the case like that. Okay? Then you can put it down on its side, fold the legs up, untwist to remove the stand. Take the stand, put it right through on top of the case, through the straps, and you can walk away with one hand, and you're all set.